Namaste and welcome to your final day of morning momentum. If you would like to have the playlist for today's practice, it is linked in the description below. And we'll begin sitting either on your knees or in a comfortable seat. Your palms will be together at heart center. And feel free to close down the eyes and just notice your breath. Just taking slow breaths in and even breaths out. Today we're going to be moving with gratitude because we have so much to be thankful for, way more than we can even name. So bring a slight smile to your face today because it's a new day and we have so much to look forward to. There are so many possibilities. So setting this as your energy, your intention for your day and for your practice. Emptying out your breath, take a full inhale and open the arms wide, lift the gaze. And with your exhale, give yourself a hug. Notice which arm is on top. Breathe in, open the arms, and breathe out, bringing the opposite arm on top. Take a couple more of these, filling up with energy, with love, and bringing it into your heart space. Take one last round here. Giving yourself one last final tight squeeze and release. You can make your way into a tabletop position. Once you land, start to move through the spinal column, waking up the back body and the hips. You can take a couple rounds of cat and cow or sway the hips from side to side. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Now coming back to stillness, extend the right leg long and tuck the toes. Ground down and then walk the left fingers forward, find your balance. Float the right heel off of the mat and then maybe float the left hand, but you can always stay grounded. Bring the knee into the chest and draw the elbow towards the knee. Inhale to extend once more and exhale to curl in round through the back body. Breathe in, extend, and breathe out, curl it in. Beautiful job. Now, when you send your toes to the sky, reach the left hand back behind you and clasp those toes. Breathe across the chest, maybe kicking up a little bit higher. Softly release and come back to tabletop. Take a round of cat and cow, breathing in, breathing out, curl through the spine. Good. Come back to neutral, and this time send the left leg long, walk the right hand forward. Engage the belly, pulling the belly button to the spine, and then lift the left foot. Maybe the right arm extends. Take a breath in, and with your breath out, curl it in. Do this a couple more times, knee to the elbow, really opening behind the back body and lifting the gaze as you extend. Beautiful job. Find the bind, reaching the right hand for the left toes. Kick the foot into the hand and pull the foot up to the sky. Breathe. And gently release. Let that go. Tuck the toes if they aren't already. Send the hips to the heels, melting your heart into a child's pose. Breathe here. And pressing down through the palms, pull yourself up. We'll move through a type of vinyasa or chaturanga, just lowering the chin and the chest to the mat, keeping the hips lifted. Then slither onto the belly, sending the legs long, and open the heart into baby cobra or cobra pose, straightening through the arms. Lower the heart space down to the mat and walk your hands to the sides of your mat. Lift the elbows, press down through the feet, point the toes. Take a breath in, let the chin come to the chest as you lift up cobra pose. Then release the left shoulder to the center of the mat. Breathe in to straighten. Breathe out to drop the right shoulder down. Take this a couple more times, switching sides to get a deep stretch into the front of the shoulder. Take one more on each side. And lifting yourself up and release the chest, the belly to the mat. Press down through the palms and lift yourself through your plank. Come over the toes and find your first downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs, just bending into the knees, waking up the hips and the hamstrings. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. With a fluid motion, rise up, reaching your arms high. And exhale, swan dive forward, open the arms and lead with the chest. Breathe in, roll yourself up, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive. Ride your inhale and close it down with your exhale, hands to heart space. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Melt the heart down to the mat, forward bend. Then kick up the left heel, bringing it towards the glute. Round through the back body and bring the knee in towards the nose. Deep breath in. And with your breath out, lift the gaze and send the left toes behind you. You can slide the right foot forward a little bit more here. We're going to drop into a low lunge. Release the back knee down and untuck the toes. And in your time, lift yourself up, bringing the hands to the top of the right leg. Stay here or sweep the arms up high with a deep breath in. Breath out, hands to heart. Bring your hands out in front of you and scoop up all the love, all the things you're grateful for. And take a breath out, bring it to your heart space. We'll do this again. Inhale, sweep up all of that energy and bringing it into yourself. Once more, breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful job. Bring your hands to the mat and lift up the back knee, tuck the toes, and start to lift yourself up. We're going to rise up, turn the front toes to the left edge of your mat, and bend into the left knee for Skandasana. Hands can come to heart and you can keep the chest and the hips lifted, or you can release the hands to the ground, sink deeper into the hips, into the back knee, maybe pulling the right toes to the face and sweeping the right arm high. Press the left arm into that left knee and release. Walk the hands back forward and rise up into Warrior Two. The right toes will point in front of you. Reverse Warrior, flip the right hand up, look up and lean back. Sink into the knee. With your exhale, come into Warrior Two. And we'll flow with our breath here. So with your inhale, reverse your warrior, flip the right hand back up. With your exhale, come to Warrior Two. Inhale and exhale. Maybe closing the eyes, feel your breath. Beautiful job. Settling into your Warrior Two, and then windmill your hands to the inside of the right foot. For your lizard, walking the right foot to the edge of the mat. Now we're going to find a little bit of movement into the spine, almost finding cat and cow, lifting the gaze, breathing in and breathing out, rounding through the spine, press down through the right heel, lift the hips. Take one more round. Beautiful job. Now drop the left knee to the mat, and you can take your version of lizard. Maybe rolling onto the outside of the right foot, open the knee, or even lowering onto the forearms. Breathe through these intense sensations. And when you're ready, slowly lifting yourself up, walk the right foot back to the center of the mat and step the left foot all the way to the top. Inhaling, come into your half lift, and exhale, fold. Kick the right heel to the glutes, draw the knee into the nose, round through the spine, extend long through the leg, dropping the toes down. Come into your low lunge. Taking your time, you can lift the chest, bring hands to the top of the left leg. And when you're ready, taking a breath in and sweeping your arms high. Taking a breath out, bring hands to your heart space. Scoop up love and gratitude, fingers reach forward in front of you, creating a little bit of a bowl. And breathing out, bringing your hands to your heart. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Once more. Showering all that love and grace, bringing it into your energy body. Fold over the leg, pick up the toes, walking the hands inside the leg. We'll find Skandasana at the bottom of your mat. First, lift the chest, straighten through the front leg, and turn the toes to the side. You can bring your right forearm to the right thigh, or you can plant the hands down, sink the hips to the right heel, and pull the left toes to the face. Press the outside of the right arm to the inner knee and sweep the left fingers up high. Breathe in and out. Release the hand to the mat. Bring the hands forward to the front of your mat and come into your warrior two stance, making any adjustments you need, lunging into the front knee and breathing in, reverse your warrior. Take one more deep breath in and come to warrior two with your breath out. Give yourself a round of breath. And then we'll move with our flow. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Feel your breath flow through you. Build energy. Smile. Today is a beautiful day. Settle into your warrior two. And then windmill your hands down, frame the front foot, and then heel toe the left foot to the side of your mat for your lizard. Finding that cat and cow movement, lift the gaze, sink deep into the hips, round through the spine, almost lifting the back body. Take a couple more here, making sure that that back knee stays lifted the entire time. One last exhale. And dropping the right knee, find your grounded lizard, untucking the toes. Roll onto the left edge of the foot if that feels good in the body, or you can keep it planted. You can also come onto the forearms. Breathe here and explore your body. Begin lifting yourself away from the mat if you are lowered down. Tuck the back toes and find strength to power up and hop up to the top of your mat. Bring the toes to the sides of your mat and your heels will turn in. Sink into the hips for Malasana. You can wiggle around to find your comfortable squat and maybe bring your elbows to the inner legs, hands at heart. Find length, breathing in, breathing out, reaching the tailbone to the mat. Tilt the weight forward, plant down through the hands and straighten through the legs, forward fold. finding whatever movement here feels good, swaying from side to side or nodding the head yes and no. Finding a wide leg twist, bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg or ankle and sweep the left arm to the sky. And switching sides, left hand to the right leg, right arm extends. Releasing both hands to the mat, find your forward fold. Soft bend into the knees and roll yourself up to stand, reaching your arms up high, look up, and bring your hands to heart center. Heel toe the feet towards each other, and you can lower down into a seat with your legs out in front of you. We'll be taking turtle pose, which is almost a variation of butterfly pose. The soles of the feet touching, knees open, but your feet are farther away from you than you normally would. Hinge forward from the hips with a flat back, and if you can, pick up the knees and slide the forearms underneath the calves. Humbling your heart down to the mat, surrendering your energy, surrendering to what will happen today, that it all happens for a reason, that it all has purpose. You can stay here for as long as you would like, or you can start to lift the knees, slide the arms out, and give yourself a great big hug, walking the heels to the hips. And draw your chin or forehead to the knees. You can start to lift yourself up and come into a comfortable seat, maybe sitting up onto a block so you can find a nice tall spine. Flip your palms up to receive this gratitude and this energy that you've worked towards. Maybe closing down the eyes and tune into your breath. How does it feel to be grateful? To find an appreciation for all the small things in your life, as well as the big things. Over time, you may even find gratitude for the darker experiences. Finding the fruitfulness from living and from experiencing. Now, of course, you can feel free to stay here, meditating with your breath and holding this gratitude close to your heart. Or feel free to journal, maybe pausing the video as there isn't too much more time left here. Allow your morning practice to nourish the mind and the body. Before we close off our practice, I just want to take a moment to express my extreme gratitude to each and every one of you. Whether you just found me in this morning momentum experience or if you've been with me for a while, I am honored to be your guide, and I am so excited to be here leading you through each class. I would also just be so humbled if you were to subscribe to my channel or liking my videos or sharing them with friends, anyone that might enjoy the practice. When you are ready, you can gently blink open the eyes. We'll prepare to take our last breath together. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up high, grow tall. Bring gratitude into your heart space. Exhale. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you and knows that they are the same. Namaste.